it's Alan, and because to commemorate the start of Pride Month, I thought I would talk about my coming out journey as aromantic asexual. You will get a transgender one, but later this month. Yes, I wore this shirt yesterday. This is my sleeping shirt. Also, my hair is wet because I just got out of the shower. But look, didn't go away. I feel like as long as I've known about the LGBTQ plus community, I've known been part of that for a long time. But I never really knew how. I knew that I was connected to it, but I didn't know how I fit into the puzzle that was the LGBTQ community. When I was younger, I would have action figures who would be gay or lesbian, and, you know, it was always just something that was so normalized to me. To this day, I don't know why. You know, it wasn't like I had so much of it shoved in my face like people keep saying. It was just something that I was completely comfortable with. And I think that that's because I'm very much a part of the LGBT community. A lot of my life, though, I have felt that romance is something you need. It's been pushed on you again and again and again, you know, with couples in TV shows to, you know, everyone sort of falls in love. Or at least that's what's supposed to happen. Even recently telling people, like, hey, I'm aromantic asexual. To be like, oh, well, I hope you can learn to love one day. And it's like, oh, okay, fun. I sort of realized this about a year ago. I had a partner at the time, and I really liked them, but it wasn't clicking in the way that it's supposed to, in the way that I've seen with my friends and their partners. And as I felt it turning more and more romantic and less of a platonic friendship, I started getting uncomfortable. And I realized that, forehead, I realized that that was probably because I didn't want to be in a romantic relationship. I guess sort of how I realized it was because I saw people in relationships. And I saw that, and I was like, oh, fun. I was having a conversation with some of my friends at lunch one day, and they were talking about their relationships. And I said, like, they're talking about kissing or something, and I said, who actually does that? Like, not as a joke. And they just kind of looked at me, and they were like, are you asexual or something? And I was like, I don't know. Because I was genuinely confused. Like, who does that seriously? Most people do that seriously. And I was confused because I don't do that seriously. It's not something I take seriously, it's something I think is funny. That wasn't normal. And I didn't realize that because I'd never spoken about it directly. That this is weird, this is gross. Although I've always disliked kissing. I've always thought it was weird. I've always thought it was gross. My whole life. I started wanting to hit on while talking about sexuality is that even being aromantic asexual is a spectrum. You know, you could be demi-romantic or demisexual, which is sort of when you don't feel feelings for someone until you really, really, really know them, which I totally understand, except I don't really understand. But I could definitely see it. That's definitely more, you know, something I can grasp. It's something I have a little bit of lack of understanding on, which means it's harder for me to sit down and say romantic, platonic, because sometimes it's hard to tell as an aromantic person. But, for example, hand holding. I consider holding hands with someone to be platonic. You hold your hands, you walk with them. It's just physical closeness, and it's comfortable. But there are a lot of people out there who consider that to be something romantic. Like, you hold hands with someone, they're your partner. You hold hands with someone who's not your partner, that's cheating. I don't consider it that way. I like to hold hands with people. This is so off topic, oh my god. I was like, this is my last point, guys. But no, I'm talking about holding hands. I like to hold hands with people not because I like them romantically, but because when I'm in a big public space or something like that, and there's a lot of people around, I get nervous or uncomfortable. So I'll either hold on to someone's arm or their hand, because if I'm with my person, I can't get separated from them. And if I'm separated from my person, I'm gonna kind of freak out a little bit. But it's never a romantic gesture. It's usually just something I do to ground myself. And that's, sometimes I'll hold my own hand. If I feel like I can't really hold someone else's, I'll just ground myself, because you have to do that sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. Again, this is just me. Hot take. Everyone is different. Hot take, hot take. All people are different. That's today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Happy Pride Month. Woo! I'll definitely be posting a lot more, which you guys should be looking forward to. And yeah, I think that's it. I will say, remember to eat something today. If you're wearing a binder check. How long have you been wearing it for? You might have to take it off. Is it uncomfortable? Just check in with yourself. Make sure everything's okay. As always, you can vent in my comments, but put a trigger warning. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, actually, I'll probably make a short or more than one short. I might even go live. Just depends on how I'm feeling.